Hi guys, my name is ECAT. I'm here in Las Vegas. You know, I was hanging out with ANDREI. If you don't know ANDREI, he's the guy that coined the term cardistry. So we were performing together for fun here at the bar, and of course we had to show off the spring. His spring is gigantic, okay? Super massive spring. And in fact, when he springs cards, super dangerous. He's even tearing cards apart. That's how massive and powerful the spring is. It's a really important move for you to know. There's a lot of tutorials out there already, but I believe I have a different or adapted grip on the spring that makes it easier for me to do it because I do not have much finger strength. So I will be teaching you that method. It's maybe not the best one, but it's the one that works for me. And at the end of the day, you want to adapt moves so that you can perform them in a very confident way. Now, just a shout out to ANDREI. ANDREI launched his own YouTube channel. He's talking about finances, cardistry, and magic. You must take a minute now, pause this video, and go to the description, click on the link for ANDREI's channel, and subscribe right now. I'll wait. Go ahead. You've done so. Let him know that I've sent you guys there. You will not regret it. And we filmed some footage together as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, grab your deck of cards and let's get started. As far as the grip is concerned, there are two main things. How you're going to receive the cards in your left hand. Oh, by the way, don't mind this. I was at a club yesterday, so I still have the stamp. So that's a little stamp. In any case, you have the grip that's going to receive the cards, all right? So like this, and then you have the grip of your right hand, and I assume your dominant hand is the right one, and that's the deep grip I'm going to show you right now. First of all, I hate springs if they're sprung out of these short edges, okay? It is not good, it does not look good, and it's like shooting cards like in the front, and the sound is ugly. Everything is ugly about this spring, so do not do that. The best spring is off the corners, and typically you would see people do this with this grip, where their ring finger is gripping on that edge, the top right edge, and then the thumb takes care of the bottom left edge. That's typically how you would do it, but again, I do not have enough strength to do this. I'm trying as hard as I can, and it's not happening with this deck of cards. So the grip that I have is modified, and I'm lowering the front. The thumb is still on that bottom left, but here I'm going to insert that top right edge in between my pinky and ring. Not like in between like this, but like this. So the actual corner hits the pinky, okay? But also a little bit of the ring. I don't know if you can see from here really well. So I'm not like on the edge of the pinky, but it's right there. It's a sweet spot between the pinky and the ring. And you can see how the cards are nested right there. And this, see how much more strength I have to bend this packet? And then the spring off happens only off of your thumb. So it is your thumb that's going to release the cards really slowly. And you see how I'm straightening the thumb as I go. All right, so from here, I put it, and slowly the thumb is curled, and then it releases the cards slowly. I'm applying pressures here on that edge, obviously, but I'm also applying pressure here. As you can see, I even have the mark of the cards, so you know where they were located. Very important that you apply equal amount of pressure on those 2 points. Otherwise, you will have a weird angle to your spring. So you're here, and you're able to have the cards land more or less in the same direction, which is going this way. And I'm catching things in the left hand in sort of a deeper mechanics grip. So the mechanics grip is pretty flat, and then I'm making it much deeper. So imagine you're holding a ball. And so you're from here, and you're receiving the cards. And you see I even angle my hand if I need it, depending on the angle. And the angle of how the cards are shooting out from the thumb really depends on the orientation of the thumb. So right now it's going to shoot this way. So the idea is to make sure you're applying, again, the same amount of pressure on these two corners. Let's take a look at a different angle. I thought it would be interesting for you to see what's happening on the bottom here. All right, I'm preparing the right hand for this grip. See how I'm just pushing things in? I prepare my hand here. And see how my thumb moves and releases the cards. Again, I never just spring the cards like this and that's a spring. I always do a follow motion where my left hand closes the spring up like that. And then the way that I perform the spring first is learn small and then go big, expand. So you have it here, learn the direction, just try doing this. It's okay if it's not like consistent or one piece, but just keep being consistent at getting used to a controlled spring off from the thumb. And it needs to be controlled, okay? You can stop if you want, you can keep going. You can go fast by releasing it fast, or you can go slowly. Nothing really looks nice slow. You see, it like creates interruptions. So you do have to have movement there in how you're releasing things from the thumb. Again, I'm applying pressure both points, here and here, okay? When you apply pressure from those both points, but you spring off only from the thumb, and you just let the cards spring off. Practice this actually, if you're really not comfortable with the spring, just practice shooting the cards off like this. Okay, single card so you can see exactly where it's going direction-wise. Once you're comfortable here and you're able to do this, now let's go bigger. Now the way you go bigger, and by the way, whenever it's bent and I've just done a spring, I do like to do a lapel spread. You can check my tutorial on the lapel spread, just a short one, so the cards are back straight. All right. Whenever you want to make the spring bigger, you want the cards to extend to a certain point, but then follow them. And so this hand, the left hand, will follow the cards like this. And this is the angle I go, okay? Diagonal to my body, from the left to the top right. So, and you have to close with your left hand, okay? So you're steady, you spring, 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 and then you close, okay? It looks like this. I'll back up a little bit more. You decide which trajectory you're going to take. I like to preload the bend, and I go ahead and I spring the cards. This is without movement, and this is with movement of following and then being able to square everything up. Remember, you control the direction with your thumb, and then you adjust the way your left hand is to receive the cards accordingly.
So Patrick, you were saying, how do you get a good spring?
So I don't do a really good spring, but I think I'm actually maybe a little bit better than average. But I used to practice in front of the mirror, just trying to figure out like why, just like what makes it work to make the spring big. And I think first of all is the grip.
Yeah.
First of all, and the card needs to be spread out evenly. I mean, of course. Yeah. But also, I think you need to study maybe from the video and see how your spring goes. And I think like the key to make the spring goes like this is the card needs to be like kind of even. You know, some people when they spring it goes and it twists.
Yeah.
Some
no
people,
twisting.
Yeah. Sometimes you will see when you record yourself, the spring towards the end it goes flat and it become like slanted. Yeah. You know, and that would affect like the spring. And from what I've seen Andre do it, obviously the key and like the hand. I think you got it's like a straight line. Straight line. For me, I do a little bit of arc, but I think he does flat. Yeah. But you gotta like just open quick, you know, and also like release it really softly. For me, like soft cards, it has to be a card that's broken in.
This is Bitcoin.
Bitcoin deck. But if the card is too hard, sometimes the card doesn't come out or get released on your thumb like evenly, and that affects the spring. So soft deck helps to be able to get like really consistent, and just practicing this.
Pro tip, use a soft deck.
Soft deck helps for sure. Like these, like those.
Thank you.